Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Clock will try again on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Rock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Bryce Love, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out it. Run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Joejuan Williams, the rookie Vandy product, there to bat it away. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Lock going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Double time. Everyone takes 3. 218, chop it. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, it's 13-6. On first down, here's Love. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw it is Locke. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Locke now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Caught by Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Love. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Let's go now. 94. Pilot, 64. Watch. Hatchet. Go.
Gonna give it to Love. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Bryce Love with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Undercrunch. He's checking.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Say.
Throwing. Mariota gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Again, it's Barkley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Locke now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Complete to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On 1st down, Love. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He completes it to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mariota to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Locke now to throw. This complete to Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Love. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. Jones has it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Protein spill. You got tight. You got tight right there.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Locke now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Love. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. 6-6. Pull it high. Watch the ship. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Here's Love again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Locke now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll go to Barkley again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 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 check.
From the gun, Mariota. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground, it's Love. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They
really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
218, chop.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now. It's Love. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
It's caught inside the 25. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the pass.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Denver, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Cook it up, gourmet.